The profit experts. Why is retail loss prevention training critical for the survival of the retail industry? Unqualified retail staff. Guardian, UK, newspaper says. In December 2010, my partner visited a B&Q store to buy a clothes rail for the wardrobe. All the ones in stock were longer than what she needed. When she requested for the sales assistant to look into shortening the rail for her, he responded that had no idea how it could be done. She recalled seeing her father use a junior hacksaw to cut steel when she was a little girl. Therefore, she requested the assistant to direct her to the aisle where she could find a junior hacksaw. This is very typical of the experience most shoppers have when interacting with retail employees. The Guardian wrote an article entitled, "Electrical Goods Store Staff Lack Basic Knowledge." The article told the story of an undercover investigator from which the consumer organization, who conducted covert sting operations on retail staff working for a handful of the UK's largest retailers. The investigators determined many of those employees lacked the basic knowledge of the products they sold. Furthermore, those same employees provided completely inaccurate advice about the product's functionalities. As it turned out, only 8 out of 154 stores investigated earned an excellent rating, and none of the famous high street names were amongst those 8. Retailers spend less on employee training. One of the casualties of today's economy is the training budget. Many retailers have been shown to spend less than £65 per year on employee training. In the 21st century, technology evolves so quickly those employees must absolutely be up to speed. The quality of staff will spell the difference between prosperity and bankruptcy. Sadly, many retailers need to be reminded of this fact. Due to the economic slowdown, the landscape of the retail world is rapidly changing. Those retailers best equipped to navigate the economic firestorm will be the ones to succeed. Sales tactics from the 20th century simply will not work in the 21st century retail environment. This article spells out the modern-day skills necessary for retailers to not only survive, but to succeed. I cover the following: how training leads to profit increase, how to launch a successfully and cost-effective retail employee training program, how to know if a training provider is right for your retail store. How training leads to profit increase. Investing in training for retail staff not only empowers them to think smarter, increasing sales and profit margins, but also enables them to close the sale more often. Training is always necessary in the retail environment due to constant changes in operational policies and procedures, release of new product lines, new service provisions or offerings, upgrades in technology and equipment, performance improvements, occupational safety or ongoing professional development. Training will greatly improve an employee's skills and performance level and increase productivity. Well-trained employees exhibit much more confidence in their abilities to do their job and any task they are assigned. Additionally, the employee will feel a greater sense of satisfaction, feeling more appreciated and valued, which would translate to increased profit. Investing in employee training yields the following benefits: increase employee productivity by as much as 230%. Increases the skill pool in the organization. Reduce employee turnover by up to 70%. Increase efficiency and accuracy in the workplace. Increase process accuracy. Increase employee motivation and commitment. reduce accident and other health and safety concerns, reduce avoidable errors, reduce wastage of time and resources, increase customer satisfaction rate, decrease supervision cost, increase product knowledge, assist in making new employee induction easier. Step 1. Define the company's goal and assess what quality of staff is needed to help achieve and exceed that goal. Step 2. Conduct a training needs assessment to best identify the skill requirements needed. For most retail stores, this typically includes receiving skills, cashier skills, and customer service skills. Compare and contrast the current skill sets to the required skills to achieve and exceed the company's goals. Your receivers and cashiers have the strongest impact on the store's checkbook, since they are the initial and final points of contact for merchandise entering and leaving the store, respectively. Thus, these are individuals that you need to ensure are well trained. In between, your customer service assistants must have adequate knowledge of the merchandise on the sales floor in order to serve your customers more effectively. Step 3. Evaluate the desired results of the training. Will the training properly increase your profit margin as well as staff productivity, morale and loyalty? Without identifying the desired outcome and reasons for this desired outcome, you are at risk of choosing the wrong trainer. Step 4. Analyze your organizational infrastructure to check if it is adequate enough to reap the benefits of the training. On occasion, some organizations lack the necessary internal infrastructure for the information learned to be incorporated into the operating standards of the organization. Step 5. Identify and review any policies and procedures that must be put in place for the entire organization to reap the most benefits from the training. Step 6. Ensure to stress the relevance of training to all employees. Remind them how important it is for them as individuals, for their future, and for the benefit of the organization. When employees embrace the benefit of training, they are much more willing to learn and implement anything they are taught. Step 7. Choose the most appropriate trainer by reviewing their credentials, qualifications, experience and track record. Step 8. Evaluate the return on your investment. There are simple methods that can be used to calculate the return on investment from training. Step 9. Evaluate and measure the productivity levels, profit margins, employee morale and loyalty that result from the training. Step 10. Emphasize the importance of continual learning within the organization. How to know if a training provider is right for your retail store. Identifying the most effective training provider for your organization can be a particularly daunting task, more so for smaller retail organizations. Follow the guidelines listed below as you progress through the process of choosing the right trainer for your employees. Does the training program meet your current skill requirements? How detailed is the training program? What is the method of delivery? Would the training take place on your premises or externally? What are the logistical requirements of the location of the training? What is the training assessment method? Would the training be certified, and if so, by whom? What course materials would be provided to attendees after the training? Can a return on investment be demonstrated by the provider? What evaluation mechanism will be in place to determine the success or failure of the training? Can the training provider demonstrate a successful track record through testimonials from other clients? The power of companies such as Google, YouTube, eBay and Amazon are changing the shopping habits of consumers worldwide. Every year, Millions of people go to the internet for their shopping needs, enjoying the convenience of shopping from home without stepping into the physical store, even doing their grocery shopping online. Yet, the fact is, traditional shopping will never go away. Many people actually look forward to shopping as a social event. These people are quickly becoming the minority, as people tend to only visit a retail store when they feel the need to look, feel and touch the items they want to buy. Once they decide on what they want, they usually leave the store to go online and search for the best deal. Given this new era of shopping practice, what can retailers do to get shoppers into the physical store? For example, how could W.H. Smith or Waterstones lure a person like me away from my laptop and into their store to purchase the book I have wanted to buy? How will PC World remain viable in this new eBay era? Retailers first need to realize they are no longer in competition with each other. Marks & Spencer's competition is not Next. House of Fraser's competition is not Selfridges. Debenham's competition is not John Lewis. All of these retailers need to realize their biggest competition is the internet, and they will live or die based on their ability to recognize this point. When Zion Music Zone went bankrupt, no doubt HMV's CEO slept well, thinking his company had finally eliminated two of their biggest nemesis. Little did he know those companies folded under pressure from lost sales to Play.com, iTunes, and peer-to-peer sharing sites like Utrent. The face of retailing has changed forever. Retailers need to bring their staff up to speed with the changing environment if they intend to remain viable. Thank you for watching. Join us at http://www.theprofitexperts.co.uk.